welcome back to the channel. We haven't posted in ages, obviously, just been absolutely flat out with doing what we do. Just had lots of cars going through the workshop over the last few months and just no time to record videos. So things have changed a little bit. We lost my son William. He went off and started working for Novel as a Southern technical rep. So if there's anything you need to know about any of the Novel products, you know, you could always hook up with William. He's got a brilliant insight, a great knowledge of all the products, and he can help you out with that. Even if you want demos on some of these products, he can arrange that with you. Dave went off to other pastures to do some different things as well. So at the moment it's just me, Duncan and Paul, and we've, like I say, we just ain't had a minute to pause. But we've got a new guy starting with us the day after Bank Holiday Monday, Danny, so you know he's going to be a good addition to the team, so hopefully it'll help us, you know, get through some more stuff and take the pressure off a little bit. And also Elizabeth, who's behind the camera, she's going to be helping create some new content for us. You know, just another pair of hands to do that sort of thing will help no end. Right, so the other thing, since we was last posting any videos, we've had a couple of new official sponsors. Your abrasives. So this is their new production paper. It comes in perforated pieces like this, so you can tear it, you know, off of a roll any length you want. It comes right from, you know, 80 through to, I'm not sure what abrasives, what level they go to, but I'm sure they go right up to, you know, 400 or 500 at least, but I'm not quite sure. You can always check them out. We'll leave a link for them as well in the description, so you can have a look at there. You know, we're going to be using their sanding disc as well. So this is a 1/8. It's pretty cool because he's actually got it, you know, perforated into the disc. So that's all their discs are like that. That's pretty cool. They do loads of abrasives, loads of different things, you know, to help your body work. They do foam sanding pads, so some exciting stuff there. So we're looking forward to using that as well. Yeah, so moving on, we've done a few jobs here. So we've tiled our floor in the mixing room that we're really happy with. We've got a few bits in here just to finish off and make it a little bit nicer. But I decided to put this floor down, so basically it don't show quite as many paint spillages. It cleans off really easy when we need to, but at first glance, it just looks really good. So we're really happy with that. So first off, we're going to take you in the booth and show you what's going on there. We've got a Porsche in there that we're just about to put in epoxy primer. So if you want to come in, we can show you all about that. Right, so this is the car. You've probably never seen this on the channel. So it's a 911 wide body Targa top. It had lots and lots of welding done by somebody else. We never done that actually. Bit of a shame. It would have been nice if we could have done that. So we've had all the car together, all gapped up and finished off. You know, all the gaps set lovely. We've done all our body filler work. This now is in the Novel for Classic Car polyester spray filler. So it's ready to go to its final high build epoxy. So obviously you can see the doors, all this has been stripped right back and had a cataphotic coating done by a company up north somewhere. The guy that actually owns this car lives in Bradford, so it's come a fair way for us to do it. But the underneath of the body shell, like the backs of these doors, is all in our anti-corrosive epoxy. So when we've got the outside in its final prep, then we'll get all that prepared, paint the underneath, in the engine bay in the back, under the bonnet in there, and yeah, it's going to be Porsche Guards Red, which is probably my most favourite colour, although Duncan would say Ruby Stone Red, which I do like. But no, this is going to Guards Red, its original colour. So as you can see, these have had a lot of work, you know, hours of prep and body filler, polyester spray filler. These are a brand new pair of wings, but obviously they still had a few little shapes, so we've sorted all that out. Yeah, so like I say, we're going to walk you around the workshop in a minute and show you what's going on out there, and then we will come in and get some primer on this one. Let's go into the workshop. Obviously, as you can see as well at the moment, the oven needs a good clean. It's just getting time to get round to doing it, so yeah, that'll be coming up in the next few weeks. Right. Right, so these are the bits off of the Porsche in the oven. So Duncan's just doing some filler work and final prep on the bumpers, front panel, and these are parts of the rear bumper corners. So yeah, it's coming along okay. What you thinking of the new abrasive, Duncan?
I really like them, to be quite honest.
Good.
Yeah, they last a long time.
And they extract well, don't they?
Oh,
as
perfect,
well?
perfect.
Yeah.
As you can see, a little bit of dust there. That's because I actually used a bit off the block just to go around the edge.
Right. Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
But other than that, it's they extract really well.
Good.
Lasts a long time.
Okay.
Really nice cut.
Lovely.
So
brilliant.
And it's a nice colour as well. Green.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, mate. Right. So over the GTV, you've probably seen this on the channel before. Again, hours and hours of preparation. This is our last high build epoxy Noble Classic Car primer. So that's ready for its final block out and prep. Ready to paint. It's going to be like a dark metallic grey, so it should look really nice. All the doors are done, all the other panels all down in the side over there, all ready to be prepped and painted. So the bay's all ready to go as well. That's all prepped up at the moment. So, you know, we've got to do all our seam sealer, maybe a little bit of wet on wet primer here and there, and that will be painted, you know, when we paint the underneath. So the underneath, we've just been preparing some of that. We're going to be finishing that off in our Noble Cobra, the tinted version. That's the Cobra Superior. So the Superior is a bit different to the original Cobra, whereas it dries a lot faster and it gives a bit more of a gloss finish to it. So we'll be doing that underneath this one. Right, I'll show you around the Ferrari up here. So this is a race car. A lot of work being done by another company, and we've sort of got it to finish a load of fabrication and stuff off. Oh, look at that, I'm leaking. This Ferrari, this come from, it's had a lot of work done to it, but we've got it just to do a few bits of fabrication on and some finishing off sort of work. So we'll be altering some of the floor, putting all the seat mountings in it, stuff like that, you know, anchors for the harnesses and things. So that's inside, that's about all we've got to do in there. So what we're working on at the moment is installing these air jacks. As you see, a lot of race cars have these days, so we're installing these. So this is some of the fabrication that we've been doing. So that goes down in there, and obviously it gets connected to an air system, and then, you know, when it goes into service, they just lift the car up, save jacking it up. So we're just in the middle of fabricating them. There was nowhere really to put them on this car, so we took all the side skirt off. So we're going to have to alter that a little bit, you know, just to get them jacks in there. But when they're in there, they'll work really nicely. The back ones are going to go down in this bit of floor down in here, and we'll refabricate all this to mount them in. So yeah, that's what we're doing around those. Down here, so we've cut these holes in the bonnet for the bonnet pins to fit in. So they're all done, and just round into the boot. So we're going to be doing some alterations in the boot area in here. So we're going to be putting a floor in here. We're going to move this diff oil cooler here and replumb that so we can get a nice flat floor in there. And then we've got to mount the fuel cell in there and do all the fabrication and plumbing for that. So, you know, there's plenty of work in this job in itself. Right, so the Mark 1 Escort, you might have seen the video on our YouTube channel of when we painted this a few years back. So the car left us, it's been doing lots of rallying, you know, and they do get knocked about, and obviously you can see, you know, it looks like it's gone sideways into a post. This is someone else's repair that they've done, which was not very nice to say the least. So the customers brought the car back to us all the way from Scotland, and we're going to be refreshing it. So we're going to give the whole car a complete repaint. So in actual fact what that means is we'll paint the whole car white again after we've done all the prep work. Then we'll prep all the white, mask it out, put all the blue stripes on it. I'll actually leave a link in the description for the video from when we done it originally, so you can have a look through that. But yeah, what an amazing car it turned into. It just left us as a body shell, and if you have a little look, you know, they've done a great job of the build. It's absolutely fantastic, you know. It's obviously seen a few years action now, but you know, if you look in there at the dashboard and everything, it you know, it's just a pretty stunning car. So we're going to be redoing all this because you probably can't see it on camera. Someone's done some nasty paintwork to it, and the customer just wants it looking beautiful again. You know, what can we say about that? You know, 1600 BDA, probably the best sounding engine in a rally car ever. So yeah, they've just done a beautiful build on the car. And as you can see down this side, there's a few bits going on down this side, but it ended up with a lot of stone chips on the rear arches, you know, both sides. So when it's all done, we're gonna, you know, put some PPF protection here just to stop all those stones hitting the side. So that's the Escort. Like I say, a quick look round at everything. The CF Bedford over there is coming along. It's ready to go into polyester spray filler, basically. We're just finishing off a few bits of filler on this. And like I say, now we've got an extra pair of hands coming next week. It'll just help us crack on with some of these longer term jobs. But yeah, as ever, it's coming along. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go in the oven now, and we're going to stick some primer on the Porsche in there. So the Porsche in the oven, that's actually currently in polyester spray filler. So when we go to our next stage, which is the hybrid epoxy primer, but the filler version, that's the hardener for it. And as you know, I've spoken about this plenty before. So we have a different hardener for each stage of the process through the Noval for classic cars process. And this is the last one before paint. So basically we're going to put 3 coats of this on, but the Porsche's been in polyester for a couple of weeks while we've prepped it and got it ready for this stage. So it can definitely get some water or moisture can get trapped in that polyester just from the atmosphere. So we've put it in the oven, masked it up. It's had a half-hour bake at about 60 degrees, and then we've cooled it right down. Plenty of compressed air blown at it, and extensive panel wipe just to get any moisture out that might have got you know, trapped in, not so much trapped in it, but just from the atmosphere, it just soaks it up like a sponge, obviously. So that's all done. One little tip I'll give you about when you're doing any kind of degreasing at any stage, we always use a really slow degreaser. But basically, you know, I see a lot of people, they just spray it on and wipe it straight off. And it's not really good practice to do that. What you really need to do is spray your degreaser on, leave it for 10 or 15 seconds. So if there is anything on the panel, it's got that little bit of time to melt it down so you can actually get it off. So yeah, rather than just spraying it on, wipe it straight off, leave it to settle for 10 seconds or so and then wipe it off. So, you know, just a little bit of help there. Right, so we're going to mix some of this just to get started, probably just 1.5 litres just to start us off. So. I also forgot to mention at the start of the video that Iwata have kindly given us a couple of these primer guns. So this is a 1.8 for our high build primers, epoxies, and they've also kindly given us a 1.4 wet on wet gun. So we've used both of them, find them amazing. So yeah, they're pretty much go-to now. As you know, I'm a real Iwata fan. We use the WS400 and the W400 for all our classic car paintwork, so it just seems a good addition to the set. We are waiting, they're going to bring us a Series 2 LS and a Series 2 WS, so we'll be looking forward to trying them out soon. Maybe we might have them for when we paint the Porsche, but yeah, we're going to give this a go now, see how it goes. Porsche all into its final primer, looking lovely and straight. Just a few more hours of prep now. We'll get all the underneath engine bay, inside the bonnet all painted first, and then we'll prep the outside, get that painted. Yeah, I'm all happy with how it's looking. There you go, all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll join you again soon, where hopefully we'll have this all prepped, or we'll do some video of the prep and then the paintwork on it. So thanks for joining us. See you again soon.